Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. The Attleboro Arts Museum has launched its annual National Juried Exhibition. The theme for this year is country. DoubleACS spoke with museum director Mim Fawcett to learn more.
Hi, my name is Mim Fawcett. I'm the executive director and chief curator at the Attleboro Arts Museum. We have just opened a show entitled Country, and it is our annual National Juried show. Our National Juried shows each year have a different theme, and what would be more fitting in 2026 than to nod to the 250th celebration going on and to have a show that represents artists' views about country. So back in January, when this prompt was launched and we were sending out a digital call to artists again throughout the country, it's a national show, they were asked to send in visual representations of their country of origin or a countryside scene, perhaps country music icons. It could be a personal declaration of independence, how they feel about a connection to their country or a disconnection to their country. And we had 300 responses from all over the U.S. It was so interesting to go through and take a look at what artists are thinking, what materials they're using to express their thoughts, and how they responded to this theme. So for our National Juried shows, we always bring in a guest juror. This juror was Claudia Fix. She is an arts administrator, writer, curator based in Boston. She combed through all of the responses, and what you see in the gallery now through July 10th would be 93 expressions from artists. And some of the artists have two that they submitted, some have just one. We have pieces in the gallery from California all the way to New Hampshire and everywhere in between. And it's been so interesting to look at the work, see how it plays off of one another, how somebody from Texas is thinking about their country versus someone from Massachusetts. And that's what we love the National Jury shows to be, conversation starters, not necessarily with audio, but just internally, how are artists throughout the country thinking about contemporary issues. I do find that the National Jury shows are also an opportunity for our viewers to go through and to, in a sense, have a national tour of what's happening in artist studios without actually having to get on a plane. So they will see what artists are using from a material standpoint, what techniques they're applying. It's always very different, again, from Oregon and then Connecticut. So and that's what makes these shows just so compelling. The show runs again through July 10th. More information about it, plus a list of all the artists, can be found on www.attleboroartsmuseum.org. The museum is open during the summer on Tuesdays through Saturdays between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. We're closed on June 19th, and we're closed on July 4th.